They have a lot here. Wow.
Got it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am brand new with Boo, as of 1 week ago. My experience in network marketing goes back about 7 years, and I'm an avid learner. I immerse myself in becoming a better person every day, whether it's spiritually or professionally. I invest in myself all the time because I know my purpose, and my purpose is here to change lives. And whether that's small scale, large scale, it just depends on that person and who I get to feed my love into. Um, and sorry, I muted you, Heather, so that there wasn't any background noise. Um, so when I joined this, I think it was Ashley said that or Ashlyn, I'm sorry, Ashlyn, you had never been in network marketing before. And I know that struggle of like having a team explode underneath you and have these growing pains and what do I do as a leader and everything. And like Bonnie, my friend Bonnie, she signed up right away. She's got 20 years experience. Like there's a wealth of knowledge on this team that is really going to, like, wouldn't it be great to be the number one team in the company? And so with things that I have learned over the years in bettering myself, I love to invest in myself. I love to learn and I love to teach back. So that's one of the things that I love to do. So there was
I
some.
actually did It Works for
That's right.
4.
You did It Works,
Yeah.
and you were
And
a
I
rock
had
star with that.
my team exploded overnight. Like it went from 20 people to like 3,000, like in a month, like a month and a half. It was insane, unexpected. And I got like back to back $50,000 bonuses 2 months in a row. It was crazy. So I know that this business works. I know that this model is amazing and it can change lives. And you have to have the product. And guys, I totally believe 100% with all of my spirit believe that we have found that product that is literally going to be the key to changing lives. And all we have to do is keep marching forward, because I guarantee you, if you're working this business and you're being proactive every single day, your life is going to change in a mere matter of months. So yeah, I just wanted to spit that out really quick.
Thank you so much. And I don't even know. All I know is Chelsea is my upline. Like, and I know that we're all on the same team. Um, and I know that like somewhere Chelsea is with you. Like you and Chelsea have bonded emotionally.
Yeah, so she was like the first person who joined me. We have been Facebook friends for I guess 3 years and instantly had a connection. And we've just been, growing spiritually and physically and mentally together for the last 3 years. We've connected on several different levels. But yeah, I'm just super excited that we connected with this and now you're here. Oh my gosh, I really feel like this is going to be a huge blessing for all of us. And I truly believe that we're being brought together for something bigger than what we can even imagine. So,
and I have to tell you guys, I do a lot of meditation and prayer in the morning with my cards and journal prompts and everything like that. And Ashlyn reached out to me and she said verbatim what I have been manifesting. And my manifestation is I want to heal the world. And she said that to me. And I've been telling God, please, and this is not spiritual. God is whatever you make it to be, whether it's
God is
right, whatever you make that to be. To me, it's a defined path. But to whatever you think is your higher power, I have been manifesting and praying to that higher power. I just want to heal the world. And I've seen myself on stage healing people. And so I don't know my path. I just know that that is my direction. And I stumble and I fall and I get up and I go again. And for those of you that don't know, this could be a little bit longer call. I'm sorry. We're going to kind of get to know each other and kind of bond this team a little bit. But um, the day after Christmas, um, my son passed away from a heroin overdose. And I have been, well, I slept January and February, most of March. April, I tried to get back up again. I fell back in my hole. Um, May, I kind of stumbled along, didn't know where I was going. I thought it was a compass. I felt like a compass spinning, not knowing what direction to go. But all of my prayer and all of my manifestation kept saying that there was going to be an opportunity that falls in my lap. And so I truly feel that this is it. And these struggles that we're having, they completely suck. And my girl Bonnie, she lost a son too. So we're kind of heart sisters in that losing a child. And so I'm ready for a comeback. And I hope this is it.
This is it, Tina. Like, you're bringing me to tears. Like, that is, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. But I truly, like, there's so many of us that have all these, like, have been pointing at this, and I've been saying for the last 5 years, I'm not supposed to work now, but there's going to come a time where an opportunity is going to cross my path, and I'm going to know it as soon as I see it. And I 100% know with all of my being that this is it. And um, I truly believe that this is the product that we've all been looking for, because not only do we need it financially, but we need it physically and spiritually. Guys, like, whenever you're treating your body like a temple instead of a trash can, your connection to God opens up. Everything's a frequency. God breathed life into existence, and that frequency is life. And whenever we're treating our bodies like trash cans, it's like, you are what you eat. Literally, you are what you eat.
You are.
And like, this is like opening my mind. I don't know if it has to be the fulvic acid, because I'm literally, like, my intuition and like my ability to see and like speak out something weird is going on, because it's like I'm so in tune. So not only is my thyroid completely not swollen anymore and my body has healed, but my intuition and my just something is being heightened. And I just really feel like I'm coming back to life. And I really know with all my heart that this is it, guys. And there's a really big group of special women, I feel like, that are going to help us, men and women, that are going to help us. And I truly believe God's bringing us together for a reason. Like,
Right.
there's no doubt in my heart.
Absolutely. So let me ask you guys this. How would $30,000 in 60 days impact your family? What would you do with that?
I had a glitch. Can you repeat that question?
How would $30,000 affect your family in the next 60 days? And if let's take this business model out of the equation, right? And I said, here's $30,000. All you have to do is reach out to 20 people a day for the next 60 days and follow up with them. How simple is that? Right? Would you be afraid to reach out? Would you be afraid of rejection? Would you be afraid of whatever fears you have going on? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, Bonnie. Drop that in the chat. Or speak it out loud. Pay down our mortgage in a big way. Absolutely. I am taking my family to Gulf Shores, Alabama, on Christmas, just to get my family out of our town, so that we're not here when the 1-year anniversary of our son's death comes around. Like, that's my driving force right now. long term, it's healing the world. $30,000. What would I do with that? I would pay for Gulf Shores. I would pay down our mortgage. I would get new clothes because I'm a clearance rack shopper, and I would go to I would go buy myself something special to reward myself for working that hard. So write that out tonight. Think about that. What would $30,000 do for you if there were no limitations? If you didn't talk down to yourself, if you didn't tell yourself you don't deserve it, if you didn't think that rich people suck, if you didn't think that you can't do it, take all of that out, $30,000. Here's what I do with it, right? And make sure you have that reward in there. So the reason for the call tonight was because there was a little bit of a stink last week or earlier this week. I can't remember which it was, but about somebody sending a cold message to somebody already in the company. Number one, the person already in the company that received that message should have been appreciative of the fact that that person was reaching out rather than taking that negative. I thought that was a very negative and kind of yucky response from that person in the company. They should have been like, you know what, I'm already with Boo, but good for you.
Thanks, Boo.
Yeah, thanks, Boo. Thank you for, because we're probably in their downline somewhere. So here's a couple suggestions, and you can take whatever I say tonight with how that feels with you. But I've trained with some really good leaders, and I hope you take this with love and with somebody that has made millions. I haven't. I'm going to, but I haven't. So number one, on your notepad, clean up anything that has the company name and anytime you've shared a link to your personal website. That stuff should never be put in public, and here's why. If you ever see somebody in an industry like this, where they are promoting a product and they put a link, what's the first thing you do? You go into the comments, or you click the link immediately and you go find it, and then you go to Google and you research the company, and what are you going to find? You're going to find a bunch of crap, right? That link is gold. If somebody has that much interest to take a look at your product line because of a post that you made, there's somebody that you are going to want to have their name on your notebook so that you can reach out to them. So delete Black Oxygen Organics and your link from all social media. And Boo is okay because nobody knows what Boo is. I mean, they might be able to research that, and maybe find somebody else that's negligent with their advertising. So clean that up. And then with your social media, people don't want to be sold to. They want to see what you're doing day to day. 80% of your social media needs to be personal and engaging. People love pets, people love kids, people love fun. No politics, ever, 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 as a business person, should you share your politics or religion with people, because you're going to cut out half of your market. You don't care which side of the fence they vote. You just want to make them feel better, right? And if you promote something that rubs them the wrong way, they're not going to listen to you. I've hidden so many friends on my own personal Facebook page because of the drama and the hatred within their whole they're addicted to hate and they're addicted to politics. And I just don't have time for that vibration in my life right now. Your post should always be curiosity. And I'm going to brag on Chelsea here right now because she never shared her link. She posted about, and Chelsea's my sponsor, she posted about parasites. And I was like, what? And then I got added to the group and I started seeing all this crap being posted. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm terrified to find out if I've got a parasite inside of me, but the curiosity of that post that she did was so enticing, I couldn't say no, right? And then education. You don't want to sell to people. Think about when you go to the clothing store and that, you know, that commission salesperson is following you around and they're like, oh, can I help you? Oh, this would look cute on you. Oh, this would look cute, you know, and all of that. We want to educate. What is folic acid? What does it do? How can it help people? What are some testimonies you can share? You don't want to just throw it in their face. Here's my link. Go buy my product. Because what's that going to do? That's going to make you walk out of that clothing store and go next door where you can be left alone and buy your own product, right? Posting times is very, very, very important. Number one, you should only post twice a day, 3 times a day max. And your optimal posting times for your market is about 2 hours before people wake up in the morning to go to work, about an hour before lunchtime, and an hour before everybody puts their kids to bed. Because anything else is going to get lost in the feed. So those would be the times a day that you post. And again, 80-20, and that's a week post. So you don't want a business post every single day. And then stagger your business post from morning, afternoon, and evening. And if you're a numbers nut, keep track of what time of day your business post gets more interaction. Is it during lunch? You know, Monday mornings, put a post up. So glad, if you work from home, so glad I don't have the Monday blues. Everyone that's driving to work today, be safe. I love working from home. Something simple like that. That's kind of a curiosity post. You're not really talking about what you're doing. You're kind of mumbling about what you're doing, but it's drawing eyes to you. Sunday night. Man, the weekend's over already. That went fast, didn't it? Who's ready for work tomorrow? Anyone that comments on that post on Sunday night that says, I hate Mondays, you can reach out to. Hey, I know you hate Mondays. Are you open to some information that I can share with you that might help you, you know, earn a part-time income that could potentially turn into something bigger? And so then your goal, we did the 30,000. Hey, Janine, love you, girl. I haven't gotten you called back today. I was, I'll explain later, all morning. So your everything, if you're on this call, you're here to build a business, right? And if you were to go to McDonald's and get a job and you had orientation, what would they teach you how to do? They would teach you how to heat the buns, how to cook the hamburger, how to assemble them, how to wrap them, right? So they would have a daily method of operation. In this industry, they call that a DMO. So your DMO is you're going to reach out and send a private message to everyone that has a birthday. If they have a birthday and you look at their social media and they haven't posted in 6 months, delete them as friends. Because that's heavy weight on your, how Facebook feeds your posts into everybody else's post. You are going to go into your memories and something that kind of had a lot of engagement, you're going to comment on that. That's going to put you back into the news feed. And then you're going to make your magic post. And you can have a whole list of these written out. If you have a good idea, but it's not time to post yet, you can have those in a notepad on your phone. Just ideas that you have for future post, and keep track of that. So now, cold messaging. What this person sent to the boo person leader, they spammed them. Like they sent a spammy message that is instantly going to give somebody that catch in the throat, like I want to throw up, I can't believe you're spamming me. And I'm not saying that that person just didn't know any better, right? It's not that they did something wrong, they just didn't know any better. So here is, let me share my screen. And I'm going to be back and forth on this. So how would you feel? And Ashley, I'm going to take you. If I sent you a cold message, we didn't know each other, we're not friends on Facebook, but you got this random, oops, somebody just lost out. Somebody just went out. If you got this message, hey, Ashlyn, I know we don't know each other, but I see that you live in Texas and you've got such a great social media presence. I'm looking to expand our business with motivated people like you in your area. Curious? Oh, this is Chelsea. Curious, do you know anyone right now who may want to have an at-home business if it doesn't interfere with what you already do? If so, I'm happy to share some information. If not, no big deal. Have a great day. How would that make you feel if you got a message like that? Is she on here?
It would not be as bad as the spammy, hey, here's my link, because you're complimenting the person at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's a key thing. Like, if you are going to be cold messaging, I think you should, like, hey, you know, like every time I'm having a conversation with someone, I always compliment them. Like, people like to be complimented, and it makes them want to engage in a conversation whenever you're being complimented. So the fact that you're complimenting my social media page, it makes me feel good, you know, and I kind of want to, thanks, let's talk, you know, like.
Yep. Absolutely. And when you get that cold message, number one, they want to know why you're reaching out. The I know we don't know each other kind of breaks that barrier down a little bit. Okay, we don't know each other, but I saw that you live here. I saw that you're a chiropractor. I saw that you're a naturopath. I saw that you have, you know, you're well, I probably wouldn't do influencers. I wouldn't use this at all. Don't cold market network marketers, because they're doing the same thing. But so they you don't know them. Why do you want to reach out? What do you want? And where is my out? I know we don't know each other, right? They're going to say that right away when they see your message. I don't know her. Why is she reaching out? They're reaching out because I live in Texas. I have, you know, this great social media presence. No big deal. There's my out. You're going to get ghosted a lot. I can send out 50 of those messages without going into Facebook jail. But you've got to do your DMO first. You've got to do the birthdays. You've got to do your social media posts. You've got to respond to people on those posts. You've got to, you know, do something in your memories. Maybe go back and comment on someone that has not, that you didn't respond to a year ago when you do your memories. So you've got to kind of like juice the Facebook pump a little bit before you start doing this. Because otherwise you're going to send out 10 messages and you're going to go to jail. And so that's the difference between spam and permission. You're not vomiting information on there. You're seeing if they're open. If not, no big deal. And that is how simple this industry is. Are you open to taking a look at what I'm doing? If not, no big deal. But while cold messaging may be the safe spot, because I'm much better in cold messaging than I am in my warm market, unless it's like somebody that I know would really appreciate this. It's the personal people that you really should be reaching out first to. Watch your news feed. So like this one right here. Hey, John, I recently came a product that helps with joint pain, and I saw a post of yours that, oops, I screwed up. I didn't have this right. I'll redo that. But basically what I would send, say I saw somebody that had pain, I would send a message that said, you know, hey, John, I saw your post about pain. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. I feel the same way with watching my own husband with rheumatoid arthritis. I recently came across a product that I really think could help. Are you open to learning more about it? If not, no big deal. Like, you're caring for people.
Mhm.
And I think anyone in this business cares about people. I'm going to stop share here for a second, come back to y'all. There we go. So, you know, in caring about people and helping people, I mean, that's why we're here. I mean, do we get a financial benefit from that? Yeah. Do we get to share a financial benefit with that? Absolutely. I mean, think about, what if you had this single mom that's been struggling every single month, and she's somebody that maybe intimidates you, right? And so you're afraid to reach out to her because she has all this going on and you have all these negative external influences on you that make you think that she is on a higher level than you, right? And I've got a chicken list. I call that my chicken list. And you're afraid to reach out to them, right? What if this business opportunity could change her life and make her allow her to stay home with her children? And you're so caught up in your own emotions and your own fear and self-doubt that you're too afraid to reach out and offer her the business opportunity. And so she struggles. Right? Do you see how powerful of an industry this can be? Like, this can really change lives. And $30,000 to a single mom that's struggling in 60 days, and all she has to do is send a message to people X amount of times a day. My mentor that I learned all this from, he was I believe he was close to millions in the real estate market in Florida, and then the market crashed and he was dead broke, living on his friend's couch, went through a divorce, and somebody offered him an opportunity in this industry, and he decided to try it. And he went for a goal. This is absolutely crazy. Like, if any of you get this, I want to know if you do this. 20 no's a day was his goal. And within 9 years, he was a multimillionaire. So I want you guys to try that. Try to get 90 no's a day. And ghosting and no answers do not count. You have to have an actual no thanks or something like that. Does anybody have, let me check the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Heather, I'm talking about private messaging. Google Boo, and I got nothing but Halloween stuff. Absolutely. The first year's hard. Absolutely, Bonnie. You're right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In all of these messages, you always want to offer the business, or
you can
not
offer
just talk about
both.
business?
Yeah, you can. It depends on your mindset. Some people offer business first. Some people offer product first. I think with my warm market, I would be more apt to offer product first unless I knew that they were business minded.
Okay.
But you can always fall back on the product after you've offered the business. If they said no to the product, you're going to be a hard ball to get them into the business, right?
Yeah.
So if they say, you know, no thanks, I'm not interested, say, you know what, fine, that's okay. Do you know anyone that may suffer from inflammation or, mental health issues or anything like that? My mission is to help people. And if you could give me a couple names to follow up with, I would appreciate that. And if you know their issue, if you scope their Facebook page first and you know their issue, then you're going to kind of know a little bit about them, about what hot buttons you can push so that maybe if they're not interested in the business, you can gain them as a customer. And you can say, hey, listen, I have samples for sale for $15. Would you like me to mail you one? just so you can try it out. I'll give you instructions and everything with an introductory video.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if you guys are not using that app is absolute gold. Absolute gold. I have been updating. I can upload my contacts one by one as I send people information. It gives me a reminder of when to follow up.
Are you serious? It gives you a reminder. That's amazing.
And it tells me when they're watching the video.
Oh, wow.
The video is being viewed right now. I'll get a pop-up on that. And one of the companies that I've got 3 lines right now, I'm going down to 2, but one of the companies that I'm with right now, they charge $10 a month for that app. And the fact that Boo gives that free is unbelievable. So what I'll do is I'll send my introductory, on the product to my warm market, and or I'll do a post about samples, and the first thing I do is I private message them, send me your cell phone, I'm going to send you some information, and then where they send the payment. And so I will go into the app. Let me show you. Let me pull that up. Go into the app. Oh crap, I'm logged out. I don't know my ID. But there is how long was that video, Bonnie? Because that's what I sent to you.
I can't remember, honey.
I think it was like 8 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. And it showed me when she did it and everything. And she was right on it. I mean, look, here she is on the call with us.
Is the video on the app?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so all we do is just send it to people.
Right. Yeah. Everything should be done from your app, because unless it's through private message, I think there's a way you can post it also on social media, but it has the company name in it. So I will never share from the app onto social media unless the company name is not on there, because I don't want people researching the company. I want them to come to me for information.
Okay.
I've tried to share to Facebook Messenger, but it doesn't seem to go there for some reason. And if it does, it doesn't give us the, it's the post to social media. But if you go to Messenger, it does not give you the results if you hit share.
Okay.
If you hit share, then you get the notifications that people are watching, how much of the video they've watched in that post, and when to follow up with them. It's awesome.
It is. Yep. Absolutely. So again, let's just recap a little bit. Clean up your social media. Take any posts down that have the company name or your links. Remove all your links. Keep your Facebook fun, especially in these times. These times, people are gravitating towards people that are fun and friendly and captivating, right? Because they don't have joy in their life, so they want to experience joy. And you can give them that with your social media posts, just by being silly and funny and showing your pets. And last year during COVID, I had my Bashan, and there's an app out there that can make it look like your dog talks. And my dog would drop the filthiest language every Friday on his week, and like really bad. And people absolutely loved it. And then, life happened with my son, and I haven't done it since. But so clean up your social media, 80% personal, 20% business. Feel that $30,000 in your hand. And then when you're cold messaging, I know we don't know each other. I saw that you, whatever it is, I have this. Are you open? If not, no big deal. And when you're doing that, put yourself in the mind of a service industry person, right? When you go out to eat and somebody comes up to your table, the waitress or the waiter come up to your table and say, "Do you want dessert tonight?" And you say no. Is that waitress going to quit their job because somebody said no? No. It's a part of their job to make the offer of the dessert, and they'll get a bigger tip because, 20%, 25%, whatever you tip, is added on top of that dessert, but they don't get upset about it, right? And so you have to detach from the outcome and fall in love with the reaching out, because the reaching out is addictive. Once you start that, you will be so addicted to it, you can't stop. I hope that was helpful.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone have any questions?
My mind is a gigantic, I can't wait for this brain fog to go away. But when that happens, y'all better watch out, because it's never gonna end.
Well, and if you're scared of doing this, I would just set your day and say, okay, I'm doing 15 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. I'm not going to think about the results. I'm going to see how many I can get done and be in competition with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How many messages can I send out? And I'll put that in our chat box. How many messages can I send out in 15 minutes? And make that something that you can beat every day.
That's awesome.
Right?
It's just, for me right now, it's getting it all, organized where I can just pull from it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So keep it all together.
Or just go messy and do it anyway.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm at right now.
Good.
Partially organized, partially messy.
If you could see my office right now, you would wonder how I get anything done.
For those of us in our mess is organized for us. So I totally get it.
Yep. All right, you guys.
I love copy, paste, edit.
What?
I love copy, paste. I love copy, paste, edit.
Yep.
Oh yes,
Every
absolutely.
new person, I'll copy it and edit it to that person, and then send it out. It saves a whole lot of typing time.
Yep. And that's
Yep.
all it is. And you only have 60 days to make $30,000. And it depends on you, on whether or not that's something that really is important to you. Forget the fact that you tell yourself you can't do it or you don't deserve it. You do deserve it. You can do it. It's just your choice.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right, y'all. That's all I got for tonight.
Beautiful.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
ladies.
Thank you
Great
so
to see
much.
everybody's faces.
It is, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a great
Thank
night.
you. Good night, y'all. Have a good one.
Thank you.